Hello everybody and welcome back to RimWorld Raider Empire. So today is Vault Day. We are going to be starting the vault and it's going to be a hell of a process because obviously we're building a fairly significant sized base and hopefully fairly quickly. So the votes are the votes are in, and it was decided that the first option, which is this one here, is the map that we're going to be doing. We do still have a 0.6 days until we're allowed to turn the map back on, so that's not really a big deal because we got to load up ships with resources and stuff anyways. And then obviously I can't load these up to abandon them, so after the episode I'll load these up, abandon them, that way we don't have them existing anymore because obviously we don't need them. So yes, we're going to be coming down to there. Now, actually, there is a faction here. Obviously pirates, they're going to well, they're not really going to be a problem in the grand scheme of things, not any more than they would be any other time. But if they come by and ask us any questions, we're going to have to deal with them. But they should be fine. And I also noticed that their name is the Hatchet Company, and that's kind of funny. I like the name. Oh boy, we got a lot of work ahead of us. So this base here is essentially fine to be ignored for the most part. We have a lot of processing going on because obviously we still have a lot of shit that needs to be worked through. We got to keep an eye open for traders so we can get rid of all the excess power armor we have, some of the excess weapons and all that. But we need to figure out who is going to actually go build. And that's going to be a bit tricky. So, obviously miners. So, okay, so the plan for the vault. Obviously, we're not going to be able to just drop people in and start working on the vault right away. We are going to need to build a small base. That way we can make sure everyone stays happy and fed and, you know, housed and defended in case we get attacked while we're building. So, we're going to be building a base so we can build our vault. So, it's going to be a little bit tricky. But we're going to have a lot of people there, so it should go fairly well. I'm going to avoid buying mercenaries if we don't have to, so we'll see exactly how quick things are moving. Obviously, we have money. If we want to spend the money and get mercenaries, we can do that. But I think we should be fine because we don't really need a ton of people at this base, so we could send out at least half of them. So what we are going to do is all of the miners. It's going to be very important. Do we have any trainers here? Technically, yes, but not what we need. Okay, so we won't need to worry about upgrading anyone's skills. So we're going to grab all of the miners. All the way down to... We could get Nexus going too. Because you have a burning desire, so you'll level up very quickly. Kurt can go too. Do we want to get everyone that has any desire at all? May as well train up what we can. We'll see. So, what we need is we can grab a doggy, Ben, Mirage, Leo, Jay. I'm not going to worry about relationships or anything, just because I don't know. We got 40 people. There's a lot of relationships going around, and trying to go through every person and seeing whose relationship with who might be a bit of a tedious problem. So that's all of the miners there, and then we can grab Ishom, Nexus. We can grab Kurt as well, because you are obviously able to learn, and we'll also grab Mooncake. So that's all the miners. And what we're going to want also is Chaos. Are you a part of this group? I'd rather you stay here to do the training. No, you are not. Perfect. Although we are going to need constructors, and Chaos doesn't do that anyway. So yeah, Chaos is fine staying here. So all of those selected. Can I, from here, draft? No. I minimize that. Draft. Ah, perfect. All of you come here, because I'm not going to remember all these names, obviously. So what we're going to do is we're going to use paint to label everybody as we need them. So you guys can all come here. Actually, that might be a problem. Because what I did before I started the episode, I set it so armor, we no longer are allowed to use marine armor on people. So they're currently doing a big switch out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll paint them all, and then we'll see what happens. So everyone that we selected. Now, this is obviously just miners. We are going to need constructors as well. So, you know, like I said, we're going to be sending probably at least half of them. So is that everyone? Yes. So then all of you, we'll just do a quick paint. What color do we want to do them? So white is our generic everybody. We can do a neon green. And I'm going to want to save that. How do I go and save that? I guess I don't know, actually. um, we got 2 blacks in here. We can edit that palette. Can we get off of this? How do I change? Can I add that? I do edit. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's just an empty spot there. So that's a bit of a problem. So I guess we can just change this orange. I'm not worried about it because the orange isn't being used for anything right now. So we'll have neon green for all of them. And that should be saved. And we're going to want to paint all the clothing on all of them. And oh god, that's so ugly. Have fun. And then they're going to do an armor swap. So we're going to have to grab them again. Yeah, look at them all drop stuff. So we're going to have to get them again and repaint them once it's all done. But we're also going to want our constructors. We'll give them a sec so they can get that dealt with. And hopefully it's going to be obvious. As long as they don't switch all of their gear out, we should be alright. Let's just give that a sec, let them process through anything that they need. And then obviously we have an absolute ton of other painting that needs to be done so we can reset all the colors on everything so we don't have to worry about any of this confusion on what people are. So I'd say that should probably be good. We have people that aren't putting power armor back on. I think they're working on it. Blaze, go... Let's see. You didn't put it right back on. I did also undo everyone's forced clothing wearing, because obviously we've been telling people to pick stuff up every once in a while, so there's a lot of forced going on. But what we need to do is let them go idle for a second. That way they'll go and pick up armor. So the best way to go about that, if we... Can we fuck off, please? Thank you. We set up a recreation time in a couple hours, then everyone will do it. I think that'll probably be the best way. That way we can make sure all the armor gets swapped out. So it's currently 10 hours in, so we can say noon. Everyone goes recreation for 1 hour, and that should be enough for them to go and do all the armor swaps that they need. Okay. And then we're going to want to make sure everyone's awake at that point too. I could have done it at 11, but it's fine. Actually, they should wake up as well, I think. Because they're being told to do stuff at a specific time. And by stuff, I mean pretty much nothing. So we'll let that hit 12, and then we'll draft everyone, undraft everyone, let them do what they need, repaint, and get our ships loaded up. So that's 12. Everybody go. And then you are mending. That's not what you're supposed to do. We'll give him a sec. Yeah, why are you working? Oh, you know what? We're almost 1 real life year into that. Where do you see your... Oh, it's right there. 355. Oh, 365. I thought that said 365. Never mind. So, did you guys all get that swapped? There's still a lot of people not wearing armor like they should be. I shouldn't have touched it. It was all fine before. Either way, we can get a ship set up. So, oh boy, we need a lot of stuff. So I guess to start, what we can do is grab ourselves... We're going to need food. For now, because we obviously don't have a refrigerator or anything over there, we could send over 1,000 survival meals. That way we'll have... Actually, you know what? We don't need that much. We'll send over 500. That way we'll have something to work with in the meantime. And then we're going to need a ton of advanced components. We only have 137 left. Really? Well, we're going to take 100. And then components, we can take 500. We're going to need tons of that. Cloth, we are going to be making our construction side of this base really nice. That way it's less chance of them getting all angry while they're doing stuff. We're going to want to bring over some medicine, so we could bring 100. We're going to want to bring over Penox, so we could bring over 100 as well, should be enough. We don't really need any of this. We should probably bring some warheads as well, because we're going to want to get some defenses and everything. So we could send over 100 of those, which is probably massive overkill. Blocks, it's going to be a little bit rough, but probably would be a good idea. So we could send over 5,000. That way we can get the basics of everything done. Power is going to be a problem. We'll bring over this one power cell for now, but we're going to have to take some of the power from here and send it over. We're also going to send over a bunch of Sooth Pulsars because we know that they stack. So we can use... Actually, we'll send over all of them. And we can use them to fix any mood issues that we have when it comes up. Circuit breakers we're not worried about. Telescope, none of this stuff. We could bring those over after. I'm looking at the important stuff for now. Wood we should be fine without because we're going to be mining... sorry, not mining. We're going to be chopping down some trees when we're doing construction anyways. And then it's just the steel and plasteel. Obviously, steel is going to need essentially a ship on its own. So we can grab... Actually, we could take 16,000 plasteel. Let's grab... we're going to be building our turrets there, and I'd like everything here to be as strong as possible. So let's bring 5,000 plasteel. And then we can also bring over some uranium in case we need it. We shouldn't need much, so we'll only bring over 1,000 for now. And then we still have a bit of room. So is there anything else that's going to be important on day 1? I don't think so. Let's go an 11,000 steel. Just let that fill up. And then obviously we could send over whatever, whenever. So that's going to be one ship ready to go with all of our loot. And then we need all these people doing what they need to do. You guys have all switched your armor already. Can we get you down here so we could get you back to pink? That way we know our mercenaries over everyone else. 1, 2, and 3. And these guys are going to be coming with us as well because they are our constructors. But we don't want them with the standard color scheme. That way we don't confuse them. So you guys are good to go. And then... wake up. What are you doing? Why don't you want... Heimdall, why don't you want to do armor? Can we get you to throw on a constructor? I don't remember which one constructor is. We may not have any. Engineer is the one I'm looking for. Can you wear that, please? It's a little silly that you don't want to. And then... Okay, so... That's actually really annoying. Why don't they want to do this? We have armor, and they should want to put it on over anything else. They're not putting anything on is the problem. They are allowed. Everyone's set to... Maybe we just set... It's 15 hours? Maybe we just set everyone... You know what? A whole day of just recreation. I think that's the best way to go about this for right now. So we'll let them do this. Okay, there we go. So everyone should have literally nothing to do. So everyone stop, and then go, and then they're just going to hang around. That should, recreation should let them go and grab whatever armor they need, and yet they're going to do work anyway. That's a weird one. I'm not sure why they are doing it like that. They shouldn't be doing any work if they're all on recreation. This is really slowing down the process, guys. Doesn't need to be like this. Yeah, no, they all just want to do work anyways. So that kind of throws me off. I guess what we could do is just go there, and then we could send over some armor. That way they can just throw them on, because I'm not going to sit around waiting for them all. So I guess I got to go reset this again. Okay, and then I got all the miners all selected again. That way we could come and repaint them, because we're just going to get them to go out right away. Just make sure everything that they currently have is painted. So all of you come in, and that's all of them. What's that? No more inspired recruitment. That's fine. We'll give you all a green paint coat again. And then we also are going to want our constructors, as many of them as we can without screwing up too much. So right now, everyone that's highlighted is everyone that is miners, because we had them highlighted before. So if we then take, well, definitely our mercenaries, we can filter them out after. So we could take Heimdall, Clark's one of the mercenaries, Bozardo could come with us, Pippa could come with us, then Blaze and Meat Popsicle and Queenie. And that leaves all of these people left here to keep the base running. Alpha, what's your... Oh god, that's... We don't have actually a whole lot of constructors. Which is surprising. Well, not really. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Either way, that should be more than fine. So we'll take this. We don't need Queenie, actually, because you're not even able to do construction. So, you know what? We'll take that. That should be good. Should be enough to get us all moving. So then we can minimize that and get Draft. Everyone come here, but you guys stay there. Well, I guess they're all going green anyways. Yeah, because everyone's going to be green regardless of what they actually do. We don't really have to do it that way, but it's probably the best for consistency. But we definitely don't want to paint our mercs. So they're all coming in. Let's give them a sec. And there's not that many extra constructors, apparently. So we'll get you guys painted green, and then we'll get them out of here. And then, like I said, we'll send over some armor. That way they'll swap out, because we're not going to wait here if they're not going to do it anyways. So then that should be good. All the pink and orange, pink and green are going to be going into our ship. And then we're going to want, is there any other resources that we're going to want to bring with us? Because if not, then we should be able to take the Albatross instead of a freighter. Just so we have this here for when we want to load up again. So that should be fine. So we'll load. Oh boy, I think that's right. It's really hard. I really wish this whole line here was either in the front beside the names, or it highlighted the whole row when you highlight over any part of it, because I'm trying to like line it all up, and I'm thinking that that should be right. But there is a chance I screwed up. It'll be easy to tell, obviously. So we'll send all of you guys. That's most of the ship's capacity. And is there anything at all that would be really worth grabbing? Because we could just load up. We don't really need to bring chem fuel with us. We got carpet coming. Did I say all the carpet before? I don't know how much we actually sent. I wasn't really paying attention when I did that. But you know what? We'll just send it just like this. So then all of you guys will go. Oh, I should have set up the armor. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And then power. So we're going to want to get these uninstalled, because we'll bring those over to the base. And then we got to steal a few of these, because we definitely need an absolute ton of power. So right now we're 54,000 watts of excess power. And obviously we do still have all these that we can use for backup power if we need it. So if we take 6 of these, that brings us back down to 25,000 watts of excess power. And that would give, plus the one cell, plus these, 32,000 watts of power. And that should be enough for a while, anyways. It's probably not enough overall, but it'll be enough for now. So we'll get those uninstalled so we can bring them over. And then you guys are all getting into the ship. And then we are also going to need to load this up, because we are now at time. So that's going to need a name. Now, I kind of have a feeling what you guys will end up picking this base name to be, but we need a name for the vault. If you would like to name the vault, whatever comment down below has the most thumbs up on the suggestion is going to be the vault name. So go nuts, be creative, have fun, and I kind of have an expectation of what it'll end up being. I'm not going to say it, because then it definitely will be, but we'll see. But we want this one to come back. All right, and there we go. We're loaded up. So, oh man, I guess we're ready to launch. Just make sure everyone's in here. Yes. So we need to get this. Oh, I forgot to load up the world map. And oh god, we got to come all the way down to here. And then we can, I guess it doesn't really matter where we land right now, but we are going to be building our thing right in here. So preferably slightly out of the way. We can land just right up in here. And then how close are we to our resources? Not even close. Okay, so I'll come in eventually. For now, they can prepare a little bit of the area, grab a bit of wood. Actually, we kind of do need these materials right now. And that was probably... I probably did this in a poor order. Either way, that's fine. We'll work with it. Because what we could do is get a wood storage building at least. We are going to be doing a barracks, because it's not going to be super practical to try to get bedrooms for every person, especially when it's going to be a temporary structure. But the plan for the design, this is where it's going to be a little bit tricky, because what I would like is to... Oh, wait, we don't have any food at all. Okay, let's go get a small load of food at least. That way we can make sure they are going to be fed. And then we can just grab... I don't know, like 100, because we know we got more coming. At least I'll get them fed for right now. So yeah, the plan, the plan is I would like it so from an outside perspective, it doesn't look like we have a vault here. I want any structures we build, other than the temporary ones, we are going to destroy all of it anyways, but I want anything that we build that's going to be permanent to be hidden from the outside world. So, for example, like, we are going to be able to, like, block off this if we want, but from the outside, you know, it's just going to look like a ruined wall or whatever. But we're not going to have, like, massive amounts of turrets or anything, which is going to make things a little bit tricky. What we will be able to do is blow out chunks of the mountain roof. That way we can have mortars all set up. That way we can drop anti-gravity warheads as defense mechanisms. We're going to be setting up mines all over the place. That way if anyone does come, hopefully they'll just die. And this is going to be very out of character for me. We're not getting rid of the mountain roof. What we're going to do instead is we're going to make the vault an icebox. There's not going to be anyone except for one person that stays here permanently. So there's no real reason not to make it super chilled. And the mountain roof is going to make it so, and I don't know what we're going to do with the ship because it kind of screws up, you know, having a ship built and ready in here. Because, you know, if it's under a mountain, we're not going to be able to launch it. But it is, we'll figure something out for that. But I'd like the mountain roof, that way we can avoid drop-in raiders coming through. And I know I could use shield to make that not a problem. I can use expanded roofing, thick roof to make that not a problem. We're going to keep the mountain roof. And we're just going to freeze out, we're going to freeze out the base. That way, I think it's like -17, I was told. If you keep it below -17, you stop bug spawns. So we're going to just make it super cool. And we're going to go far below -17. That way, if we get power outages for whatever reason, we'll have, you know, that thermal mass of coldness that will have to creep its way out. But either way, you guys are here. So that has 27 people. That ended up being significantly more than half. So I guess the first thing to do is we are going to want to clear out some of these buildings. I guess it's not super important. I don't want to get rid of all the ruins on the map. I kind of want to leave the majority of the map as is. But we can get some wood chopping. That way we can have some wood to do some basic structures. And we'll start designing. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, that's all the blueprints from the fortresses and outposts and stuff that we built. So if we're going to be doing a storage, we are going to need some steel as well. For shell, I guess for now it's fine. So let's just get a very basic structure. We could have a 10 by whatever. We're not gonna try to measure anything out. We're just gonna get everything in, nice, quick, easy. We don't have to worry about too much sloppiness. We are gonna want barracks. So this is gonna be a very nice barracks. We are gonna carpet it and all that, and we're gonna want a, I guess that's gonna be bed, dresser, walkway, and we got mud. We'll start up here a little bit more. Is that gonna let us go over to here? Yes. Unless we have to go further. So we have bed, dresser, walkway, dresser, bed, wall. And then we have 27 people. So we could say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We'll do something like that. Should come out somewhat right. And then we can get doors on that, of course. So we'll have a double door right in the middle. And then from here, oh, we have to name already. Devil's River. We ain't got no river. So whatever. We're going to be renaming it anyway. It's just kind of silly that it picked that name when we don't have a river. Okay, so then from here, we are also going to want to get ourselves... We are going to want to change these out for granite, but I guess for now, wood's going to have to do, because that ship's going to take a little bit to get loaded. But we are going to want a recreation room as well. That way people have somewhere to go to, you know, relax. And then we can have this indoors, I guess wouldn't be too bad. We could have an outside here. We could have that there. And that should be reasonably good. And then power. So the first thing that we do when we dig in is we're going to want to get our power up and running. From there, we want to get our cooling up and running as well, because the cooling is going to make it so as we dig, we don't have to worry about the bugs. So we're going to have the inside permanently cold the entirety of the time. So that's going to be a bit interesting, and we'll see how it all pans out. We're going to want a dumping stockpile. That way we can get blocks out of the way. We'll scatter them around so there's not any real evidence that we're here or anything. And then we can also get a bunch of beds made up. And these, we're not going to do royal beds, obviously. We're just going to do normal single beds. Probably would be the smart thing to do. Just because, you know, all this is going to get destroyed. So we're going to be spending resources on making it as nice as we can within reason. Oh, of course, that's not going to lie. I should have measured that out all the way, but I wanted the easy way. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Can do. So this still isn't quite enough room. We could do something like that. When that is 26. Well, we can do single double bed right down the center. And then we'll get end table. Again, not worried about the resource cost of this. We'll send over some wood because it's kind of a whatever. But we definitely want them to not be breaking constantly because it'll make this so much harder than it has to be. And then we can do a dresser here. And then we'll do a dresser here and here. We'll do a dresser there and there. I know that's more than we need, but got the space there. So that's good. And then we're going to need shelves in here. Now that we do need steel for. So that makes it a little bit more complicated. And this ship is going to take a while. Can we get everybody here to load that, but not force? Although, we're going to want to force it, I guess. Yeah, what I should have done is load it up before we left. And then, has this been done? Not ready. No one has even started. Sugar Ducky, I know that you're doing that. Can you load up this with food so we can make sure that they don't die over there? And you guys should be able to get this done. We'll take a look at the work priorities after. It's not super important because it's not like there's a million things they're going to get caught doing. Right now, it seems like everyone's just sleeping, so nothing's happening. But how much is left? Oh my god, you grabbed like 4, 6? Hey, Queenie, can you force that, please? Thank you. Okay, and then that's ready to go. So we can launch that. What's your range? On a full tank of fuel, you have unlimited range. Okay. That's something we have to keep in mind, too. I should see what the Albatross cost us for fuel to get down here. But this can just land over here. Hopefully we don't get attacked anytime soon. Is there anything here that we need? No, I gotta keep my eyes out for traders. I'm so bad with that. We also want to get our recreation up and running. So what we can do is get recreation. We have TVs, so we'll send a TV over. We can get a pool table. Yeah, oh, fuck off, tree. We'll give it... Can everyone wake up? I don't know why everyone decided that sleeping was the one thing that they want to do when they get here. And there's our food. And then you guys are all going to wake up. So that should be fine to sit on the ground for a short time. That's full health, right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, you guys are going to get all that done. So we can just speed that along nicely. And this building here is definitely one that we're going to want to get rid of. We have a scrap trader. Scrap trader is exactly what we want. Chaos, can you come and make us an absolute ton of money here? And we'll set up auto sell for marine armor as well, since I don't think there's any situation where we need marine armor for anything. Sadly, I think it's going to auto take all of its money, because we should have a lot of stuff here that's already ready to get sold, rather. But we'll see. Oh no, you still have lots of cash for us. Okay, so you should technically buy literally anything, and we can check by anything but animals and people apparently, but that's fine. So marine armor of any kind, of any health, we can set that rule. So that's going to auto sell the helmets. And then we want the bodies as well. That's a legendary one. We have 2 legendary ones. Yeah, it's quite a lot of value there. Either way, actually, what I clicked that for was to see its armor rating, almost 200%. But there's no little shield on it, and that shield's kind of a deal breaker. So that can be max health, any materials. Obviously, there's only one material. New rule, you're good. So then, if we accept this, and before we do that, let's these should be auto-sold, I think. Either way, if it's not, then it is now. So that's all the short bows, all the great bows. I think I have them actually getting destroyed, but that takes a while. And then we could do the recurve bow. That up. I gotta rename all these. The Pilas can all go as well. And the problem with these is these do get smelted down for resources. But it'd be nice to purge right now, just to get shit out of the way, because you know they're not really worth selling, not in bulk anyway. The few blocks and materials that we get out of them is actually more worthwhile, and we'll keep the paint sticks because paint sticks are somewhat useful. So that should get rid of a big chunk of stuff, because if we then accept. Okay, and then you redid the auto trade, which is good. So that's going to be all the money that we set. So that's all the 65,000. And then we can go back to the scrap trader for a sec. I was going to say we can get rid of some of the excess weapons that we have, but no, we just took all your cash. So that there brings us almost to our 100,000. What are we at? That's got to be like, oh my God. We're less... We're just 3,000 short. That's fine. It happens. Has that been done yet? No, but it's getting there. Would it be worth just sending this off now? There's no steel. Okay, so you guys still have a lot. It's going to cause some lag, but let's force this. Actually, it might not be too bad because there's not too many, but we really got to get that going. And then you guys are all getting this built reasonably quick. We can get all this stuff hauled. So we'll get those blocks moved out of the way. No storage for wood. Yeah. We can do an allow all. And what we should also do is check all these rooms. And claim these. And then, obviously, we don't want to do any mining in the mountains that are exposed. We also have a scyther that we should probably go deal with before it's a problem. But it'd be nice if there was some steel laying around our map. That way we have something to work with for right now. But I don't know if we're going to have any. That's useless. You know what? This right here is fine to mine. Let's take that steel so we have something to work with. Because that doesn't, like, if that's gone, you're not going to be like, oh, there was something there. It's not like it's going to be this and we're digging a giant hole in. So that will be good. And then we got to get a bazillion shelves up and running. That way we can get anything stored. So we need, whoops, storage was open. And that's going to be the tall shelf, which is 45 steel each. And we're not going to be organizing anything in here. It really doesn't matter because, like I said, this is going to be temporary. And we could speed this up and let them just get stuff done. Oh, I keep missing. Slight stutter. And hopefully they'll start working on these reasonably quick. Oh, I keep fucking it up. You know what? Blueprint. Create. That. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. And I guess we'll have to do this one manually. Oh, that was such a smart idea. And that could go there, and there, and there, and there. And then we'll just run one along this wall as well. And then that should be more than enough. Oh, son of a bitch. That should be more than enough room for any storage that we have. Are you stuck? You're stuck. That's something that we might want to keep in mind is people do tend to get stuck when you do ridiculous amounts of building. We'll keep an eye open for that. Oh, that's not going to work there anyways because the door, so that's fine. We'll get all of these in. And then that should be good. So we'll give them a minute. What's the temperature? Oh, yeah, scyther. And of course, goddamn power armor. If only you guys put them on before you went. Can we back out, please? Because Dayton... Yeah, the Bastion saved us there. Okay, get that killed, please. And then, yeah, we'll send over just a bunch of power armor. I do have a list created by Patrick of the most ideal power armor variety for each person. That's something that, for the most part, the Grenadier armor is basically what we want on everybody. Just because it's combat bonuses. But obviously, sadly, actually, we don't have any because if we did, it would be here and it is selected. I looked before and yeah, we just don't have any of them. So what I'm going to need to do is figure out a way to easily set it up. I guess the best way is just to go into the outfit manager and make a ton of different outfits, which is kind of a pain, but it's why I've not been doing it, just because I know it's going to be an absolute nightmare, and it's not really a big deal, but it definitely would be nice to get done. But what we can do is that going to be, we'll load this one up with power armor. So we're going to want to grab, oh boy, I guess we'll just send over a bunch of recon stuff. Smelting, smithing, smoothing, forge amount. It doesn't really matter because we're going to be swapping away anyway. So we'll send over 13 of those. Hopefully that'll be enough. And what do we have? A bunch of bodies. We have a bunch of hazard op bodies. Now this is probably a good idea. Look at all the power armor, just marine armor we have, just because we've been sitting on it. We got so much money here because that alone's another 100,000. Although that's not the sell value. We'd get, what, 2,000 each? Not sure. It'd be somewhat close to that. But Hazard Operation has a mining. Oh, right there. Yeah, mining. Okay. I didn't know that. Well, there we go. We know what we need. But what I was really looking at is it has a really good insulation temperature. So that's going to make it a lot easier so we can keep the base cold while we're working in there without having to worry about that. Most of the other power armor would be fine, but, you know, colder is better. So yeah, we'll send over the stack of Hazard Op as well. And we do have a couple other ones. I don't know how short we are. We have another 15 Hazard Ops over here, another 14. We got so much shit that needs to be purged. This is what I get for not organizing stuff as we've gone. So let's send over just a couple more of those. Just make sure. And we'll send over anything that's left over. And then how's this looking? It's moving. It's a lot of the big stuff still. Granite's not even started, which is going to be the biggest issue. I should have done it smart. And that silver sitting out here is fine. So then we have idleness here. Can we get some more trees cut? Chop. Yeah, just chop all that. Chop all that. Get it done. And we'll do a quick exploration. So that's fine. Can you come into here, please? Just see if there's like steel or anything that's going to be useful sitting around. And then obviously once that carpet's in, once the cloth is in, we'll get carpets and stuff too. We can also get our recreation stuff. That way we don't have to worry about them breaking. So we'll put down a pool table. We can get a poker table. I can go right there. We're going to want a dining table. I can go right there. We'll grab some nicer chairs. And we'll send over some statues as well. That way we can make them all ridiculously good. And even though this is something I didn't know, which makes sense, but this is cerebral play, but it's only 100%. Whereas I was told some of these other ones, obviously that's dexterity, but basically having the lower tier stuff makes it so people will use them. Well, not it will make them, but people will use them and they're less effective. I'm not really worried about it. I like having the variety. So yeah, we could just throw all these in, and then we need a bunch of chairs. We'll get a TV sent over, and when we get the cloth, we'll get, obviously, spots for people to sit, is the word I'm looking for. So, yeah, I guess we just gotta wait for that cloth next. At least we'll have that up and running, so they'll have some recreation. And then we're gonna wanna get that done. That way, this is all roofed over. That shouldn't take too much longer. Then we'll get floors in. Yeah, not worried, Mooncake. We'll get this sorted soon enough. And then, Celia, you're idle. Why for? Apparently, there's all the other construction is on the go already. I don't know about that. There looks to be stuff over here. Yeah, oh, it's probably just the lack of wood. And then no one's building these because we don't have the steel yet. So that's not a big deal. Hey, Angelic, can we get you to check these? Oh, why is these got to be like this? An artifact trader. The auto trade should deal with that. There's nothing there that we need to buy. Oh, why is he's got to be indoors? Okay, let's quick peek, and then we'll see if there's anything else around. That's not causing us a problem yet, so you're free. You can get Taylor to come check these buildings down here. Okay, that's fine. And that looks like it down here and up here. Is that a building? No. We do have 1, 2 up over here. Oh. I thought that was gold. I thought it was a royal bed, but nope. So that should be fine. Can we get Leo to come take a quick run up over here? Yeah, it's not going to be any... Hauling steel canceled. Oh, it's break risk. Oh, that's probably where our breaks are coming from right now, is we got people forced doing stuff, so they're going to do it till they're about to break. Not a big deal. It's kind of important that the ship does get done. We do have starvation, though, because you guys are working hard. You still have lots to do. So, Bryce, you're free to go. Stop doing that. And... Chaos. Stop whatever you're doing. Oh my god, if this would stop shifting, we should pause it while we do this. So chaos is fine. Oh, it's shifting because of information changes. It's fine. So then that's fine here. Do we just want to send this ship and we can get a new load going? Because at least that'll be our steel. Because they mined that. I don't know where all that steel went. Oh, it's just wood we're lacking, actually. So we need more wood. Seems like we could do that. So we can chop. We got a lot of people. We're going to deforest the entirety of the map, which isn't a big deal. It will grow back, so it's not going to make it, like, for now, obviously, it's obvious that we're here. But when we're done and we, you know, make it look like we aren't here other than within the mountain, that should be all regrowing and stuff, so it'll be fine. We don't need that. Chaos never did check out the artifact. That's because you were forced. Can you come and just do a bargaining for us, please? Sorry that you just went to sleep, but it's kind of a whatever. We got some free food. I'll take it. Convenient. Okay, and then all this wood's coming in. Hopefully, okay, mooncake. Fine. Mooncake. Can we do anything for you right now? Not really. We could use our sooth pulsers when they get here. Oh boy, that was a while. And almost nothing. It's fine. Oh, there's still a building right here. Blaze, can you come and check that, please? Thank you. And touch of steel. So we can do and allow all. There's 3 items. We can cancel that because it's a partial. We have days for Saber. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem. And then this is going to be a critical for Insulting Spree. We should have... There's a lot of things I should have done differently. I should have got that ship loaded first. And I should have sent a couple people here to build this first before we sent everyone. But it's fine, it's fine. I was all excited and got too far ahead of myself. But we could do an allow all. For now, we'll allow food in here. But we'll build a fridge and get lavish meals, because that would help. Actually, it might be worth getting that done right now and sending them over. But everything else except for corpses and chunks should be fine going in here. And then obviously that's only 1 for now, but that's what we're going to use to branch off of. So then we can use a refrigerator, which is agricultural trader, that's fine. We could do a dual fridge, quad fridge. Do them along the wall. There is in-wall ones, but that's fine. So we'll do 2 of these. And then we can also say, oh god, we got a lot of stuff falling apart around here. Oh, I also need to get this hooked up to the proper cooling system. Wait, why are you at 12 degrees? Oh, you never got to set up either. Yeah. Okay, well, that's easy. We can fix that one. This one, not so easy, because we got the super cooled pipes that are going to be coming all the way down here. And for now, we'll leave it. We won't worry about it. We got too much on the go. And how long for this? Still haven't touched the granite. That's going to take forever. You guys are all going to be breaking. Right now it's mooncake. Okay, so then that needs to all come in. And then I guess this one, we'll get some statues in. So we can just send over just a handful of these. It'll be fine. If they're a little bit damaged, it's fine too. Not all of these are going to be good beauty or anything. We can also send over those 2 mortars. We can send over a telescope. We're going to want to grab a TV as well. Ryan, don't forget the TV. We'll send over these sculptures as well. We got some extra capacity. Bedroll we definitely don't need. Circuit breakers we are going to need, but we'll just make new ones. We can grab 1 mega screen TV. Anything else that we might need here? We're not going to bring over any money. We shouldn't need gold, at least not for right now. Weapons and all that should be fine. Hopefully we don't get attacked until that power armor comes in. And that should all be fine, so we can get that going out too. And I know I could, you know, like, reload and get a few extra items in there as well, but it's fine. We got the fuel, and we got the ships, and we got the people. We don't got the people, but you know, I don't want to overcomplicate things more than I'm already making it. But it would be nice. Did I set any wood for this? No, because I said that we were just going to grab it all from this map. But you guys are making very quick work on these trees, but not a lot of actual progress going on in here. And this is indoors now, so that's nice. Okay, so we can let you guys run. Cancel, that's fine. You're allowed to cancel. Just because things are getting, you know, we forced them all to do it. We shouldn't need any of that anymore. Got our recreation variety coming into play. Meal sources are coming. Starvation. Oh, because you guys. Okay, everyone stop for a minute. No more forcing. Go do what you need to do. If you guys start having some real issues, we're going to have a really bad day. We could send a few of these people back, but for the most part, they are getting work done. Except for Blaze. Oh no, Blaze is back to work. Although something's loading. It was nothing. There was nothing loading. It was just everything stopped for a good 20 seconds. It's fine. It's fine. And then you guys are all gone to sleep. So you know what? Let's send this ship out. What are we lacking? The granite. We can live without granite, and there's enough of everything else. But we kind of need this going sooner rather than later. And then I want to see the albatross. Gotta remember, check its fuel load. This, I guess right here would be the smartest thing. That way it's somewhat close to storage. We can come over here. Albatross, how much did that cost? That was a little over 300, so 324 fuel to get here. And that seems consistent on all the ships. So the size of the ship doesn't determine how much fuel it consumes. Now, keep in mind, I have a very old version of SRTS. So that may be changed. We also can't use these for power. We can't use these to do any attacks or anything. These are just transport ships for us. So, I have to say that once in a while now because, you know, not everyone knows that. Okay, so then we can also copy that, paste that, get those shelves all gone, and then all that loot, not loot, but all the, well, I guess it's loot. It was loot at one point, but all of our resources are coming in, and we'll see what we got to work with. Oh, well, isn't that convenient? Hey, fuck off. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. These are... Oh, that's... Sorry. I thought that was its beauty, but no, that's the room itself. Let's claim and reinstall that. I know that the resource cost was kind of irrelevant anyways, but I kind of want to just use these anyways. So then, I don't know how much cloth was sent. Just 600. Not quite enough for the chairs we need. So we'll have to set up. So I should have seen what else was there that we missed. We definitely want to do a haul urgently on this because there is stuff that will get ruined. And then that food was brought in. So we still need granite. Because we're going to be, I could be smoothing walls and all that, but we are going to be doing all of our walls as granite because granite's going to have a bit more health. And consistency is important for me. So that was Just granite and cloth. Yeah, granite and cloth. There was a bit of steel that we didn't grab, but that's fine. Definitely these warheads. So granite and cloth. Now, granite we're going to want a full load because we definitely are going to need thousands upon thousands. So what we'll do is not touch those. Let's get... We're using up a lot of ships here. I'm not worried about it. Let's get this as just cloth. And then we can get that one moving along quickly. And then we'll send a load of just granite. And that one is going to be lower priority. Because this is really only important within the mountain when we start doing that. We could send over the 5,000 load again. That should be fine. But yeah, it'd be nice to get granite on these buildings. But that's kind of, you know, it's not as important as getting everything else sent over. So that should be good. You guys should hopefully get this done. Can we, instead of building that, can we get this wall done? And you don't want to. Can you get that one? Because we got to get a roof on this. These being on shelves should make it so it's not a problem, but still. Sorry, Taylor. You were on your way, but you got stuck. Show me you recalculate. You should be fine. There you go. Get that roof done, please. We have no storage. It's fine. Diplomatic marriage. That's fine. We can paste that there. Fuck right off. I don't even care to look because it doesn't matter. We are not giving people up for a bit of relation. That's going to need to get hauled in. That stuff needs to get moved. Can we get... I know we're hauling urgently, but can you come and move that, please? That way they have something. And we'll come back and see what they're doing and force them to get stuff done. We should probably get... Heimdall, can you work on these 2 refrigerators, please? And then power... What do I have these set as? I can't see an icon. I have them uninstalling and not deconstructing, right? I guess we're going to find out. Yes, uninstall. Okay. I was just making sure. Because if we deconstructed those, that could be real bad. So we're going to want to get these done quickly. Alpha, you're banging. Okay. Don't look. It's inappropriate. Is there anyone awake that's not doing the... You're bringing the cloth. That's good. Okay, and we have Days Mooncake. That's not a big deal. Okay, can you come and uninstall that? Uninstall that. When you're done that, come down, uninstall, 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 and we'll get those hauled in. That money. I can't believe that we're a couple thousand away from 1 million. We're just sitting that close. Okay, next episode, we'll have 1 million. Oh my god, we're an hour in. What the hell happened? Now, that's not really fair because there has been a bunch of loading times that I'm going to be cutting and all that, but... Oh, I didn't realize I'm an hour in. Okay, we'll go for a little bit longer while we get this all up and running. So, what are we lacking here? So you're still doing a bunch of cloth. You don't have anything. You don't have anything. You are getting the armor. Where are you going with all... Oh, you're feeding our prisoners. Fine. That still needs all of its statues, and that's nothing. So nothing's ready. And then we are going to want lavish meals being sent. And that's one now, obviously, we don't want it sitting around because they will go bad. But that would be good as soon as we have somewhere to store it. We have somewhere to store it. So what we'll do is we'll send over our power and lavish meals all at once. And we won't throw all of these down at once because there's not really a point to it. We'll just throw down enough for what we need to power while we're there. So Bryce, we'll get you to do that real quick. Okay, and then we can do one of these pods should be fine. So we'll load you up. And I don't know if we're actually going to be able to grab those from the ground. And okay, throw those in. And where is our power cells? Oh, geez, they're right there. Okay, all those power cells, all those cells, and then I don't even know if we have lavish meals sitting around. Oh yeah, we got lots. I know that we had a hard time keeping up with them, but it does seem like they finally caught up. So we could send over 200 because we're going to be producing more here anyways. And then we will want to force that. So Fate, what are you up to? You're cleaning? Nope. Can you come and get that done as quickly as possible, please? Ixius, can you come and get that one done as quickly as possible, please? Sugar Ducky, can you come and get that done as quickly as possible, please? Actually, you know what? Do the power armor ones. Because if we get raided there right now, we're going to have a really bad day. So we'll come back in a bit. That one shouldn't take too long. And then you guys got all this going. That's already going to be cooled. We're going to want it a little bit cooler than that, but that's fine. Visitors, insulting street. Yeah, working on it. Getting the moods better. Are we done all this wood already? We probably should have sent some over because they have a hard time keeping up. Okay, and we have idle people. So yeah, they finished all of that. Chop, 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 chop. Take all the wood. Apparently we're going to need to purge the whole map because these shelves take a ton. Okay, if that's not enough wood, I don't know what is. I should have... I started from the bottom corner, figured I was going to do the whole thing, but I probably should have done a little bit more focus here. I could have also set up a manager, but I don't think that's really going to be too important. But all that stuff has been done, so we should get some of these ships back as well. Get them out. This one in particular, actually. So you can... Anyone? And we can launch, get that sent back home for when we need it next. Good. And then we'll keep the Albatross here. I don't think we're going to need it there for anything. Saber, that's because you're broken. I'm not too worried about that. Working on it. We don't need any of these. Okay, and that's just waiting for the minified things. That's going to take a little bit because that's going to be... You have to grab each one individually. Dave. Do that. Bryce. Do that. Go just grab one each. Like Gamer. This is why we got to force them to do stuff. Just because they have all the other jobs first for the most part. Like Cheney could be doing that. Do armor. Or whatever that one. That's granite. Wait. Oh no, sorry. I got you forced on multiple. Do that one. Sorry. That's our statues. Okay. That's not too bad so far. Dirt over there is breaking. Fine. So then we just need the 6 power cells. Hopefully you guys do it super quick. We have Nomadic Shepherd. We're not going to worry about those. Okay, we're down to 3. Then they should grab those. We'll get that sent out. That way we have our power and our food. We don't have to worry about the moods as much because that's going to go from, I guess, no bonus from the survival meals up to a plus 12, which is going to help an absolute ton. Is anyone coming? Oh, there's one. Okay, and last one there. So we'll get that launched. You guys now have power. Get that dropped in over here. And then how's this looking? That's not one that's getting set up. That has 1,000 of the 26-ish hundred. That's got a couple statues, but not enough yet. Yeah, working on it. Working on it. We're making a lot of masterwork shelves and stuff over here because we got good constructors. And then what we can do is copy that again, so that way we can make sure all the ones that are built are set. And then we now have cloth. How much do we have? Not much. Either way, we can get ourselves some chairs set up. Furniture is what I'm looking for. And then I guess we should probably end it off here, or else we're going to end up with a 20-hour episode. Because, you know, this could go on for a very long time. So that's good. And then I didn't really get a spot for a TV. So depending on the range, we could just kind of stick the TV right here. And that will get, like, they'll use those chairs. That should be fine. And then you are going to want to be critical for all rottable foodstuffs. Raw food could go in here too in case we end up with some for whatever reason. The rest of this I'm not worried about. So we can copy that, paste that. And then we're going to want to make these not critical. This is actually going to want to be as low as possible. That way, once we start getting storage room in here, we can have our resources in there. Because obviously the resources are going to be used in the mountain. So storing it out here is a little silly and a little risky. And you're going to destroy stuff in room. Hey, that's not just your room, you know. That's everybody's room. So you're destroying everybody's stuff. You guys have to be here. on our landing pad of all places. We're not going to kill them because we don't want to deal with their shit, but still. So that was normal, and we're going to want to get rid of... I guess if it's normal, that should be fine. So we can copy that. We want all of these pasted. So now that's all normal, so they shouldn't move anything around. It should all be basically the exact same, except that food, rottable food goes there. And that food's been brought in. Wait. Wait. Where? Okay, it did get brought in. Oh, there they go. They were transferring it. So we need a power cell. So it's a little risky, but we're just going to throw it outside. And then we're going to want some power. We'll just do nice, easy redundancy. We don't need any batteries or anything because this is obviously consistent power. So we'll just get as much of this as we can for redundancy. And then from there, that should be all right for now. We will get some lights and stuff up. We're going to want to get some cooling. That way they don't sleep in heat. You know, avoid any mood problems that we're going to get. And then these are going to be powered. We're going to probably want that a little bit cooler. Add -10 to that. -10 to that. But for now, that's going to be it. We're going to end it off here before I get too far into it because I'm an hour and 10 minutes in. And yeah, I could just go on forever. I could. It's probably not a good idea, or else I'll never get enough stuff done in terms of real life work for this. Either way, that's going to be it for today. So next episode, we're going to get this finished up and we're going to start our dig. We should be able to get this done reasonably quick because it is moving along quickly, but the storage in here right now is kind of a pain. It's going to take a bit to get all the wood that we need, and there should be enough trees, hopefully. But yeah, they're burning through a lot of this. Oh, there's buildings right here. We should probably check that out too. But yes, either way, that is going to be it for today. So thank you everybody for watching, and hope you all have a great day. See ya.